During his playing career, longtime New York Giants outfielder Mel Ott was one of the game's most feared sluggers, and according to Hall of Fame manager Leo DeRocher, one of the most popular. I never knew a baseball player who was so universally loved. Why, even when he was playing against the Dodgers at Ebbets Field, he would be cheered. And there are no more rabid fans than in Brooklyn. Ott was signed by the Giants as a 16-year-old and would remain with the big league club for the rest of his career. Though he didn't play much in the early years, manager John McGraw refused to send him to the minors, stating, "I don't want anyone tinkering with that natural swing." Ott would finish with 2,730 games in the major leagues, almost 10,000 at-bats, and nearly 2,000 runs. 511 home runs were hit by Mel Ott, with again nearly 2,000 RBIs, and even chipping in 90 stolen bases. Nearly 90. Well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1951 and was primarily a right fielder for the New York Giants. Born in the great state of Louisiana, he would play for the Giants for 21 years and even managed the Giants for a few years during. Look at that gorgeous human being, Melvin T. Ott, who is now a Rocky Mountain gladiator. And in the entry pool in Rocky Mountain, Mel Ott would achieve greatness. 122 RBIs, 26 home runs, 99 runs, and yes, even 2 stolen bases. Can Mel Ott bring his greatness to the city of Rocky Mountain? Keep on watching, and welcome to Simulation Gaming. Once again, baseball and OOTP fans, it is that time to check in on the Rocky Mountain Gladiators. This is episode number 5. Have you watched the first 4? No? Go back. Check out how this team started off. This is the Genesis series. Go back and watch those first 4 and then come back and get all caught up. Trust me, you got time. All kidding aside, thank you for your support. Thank you for those of you that are subscribing to the channel. I'm a new channel trying to gain a footing up amongst the YouTube community. I know for years there are certain YouTubers that simulate games and sport games that I follow. Toogie24 in hockey, PF Holden with baseball, and many others as well. I'm just trying to be part of that wonderful community. So if you can like and share and hit that bell and subscribe to build up that channel, I would be grateful. So let's get back to the Rocky Mountain Gladiators and see how they're doing in the silver pool. So let's get back to our series, Genesis, and see how and I say our because I mean that, it's our team. If you follow me, if you've been watching the videos and, creating some sort of feeling of belonging with some of these players and the team, I thank you for that. That's the feeling I'm trying to create. Leave comments. Who are your favorite players? What are some moves you think I should consider? Do you think I'm overvaluing certain players? Please feel free to leave comments. So we were good enough in the entry pool to go up into the Silver League, where we are currently 26 and 23. Remember I said I think we'll be about a 500 or a little bit less than that team? I didn't think we could compete for the playoffs, but I'm quite pleasantly surprised that we are currently above 500, only below Connor Joe Appreciation and the Maryland Fireplaces. And remember, Maryland had all those perfect players. They had the diamonds. Let's take a quick look at Maryland again. See their team. Look at that. Okay, how am I supposed to compete not using money simply by opening packs against a team like that? And we're holding our own. They are only 35-17, so it's not like they're running away with the league. So just based on points we've earned and packs that we've earned, we are building this team to try and be competitive. Again, I want to spend my perfect points on some packs. One pack we received in a tournament. So my first tournament pack, and I'll address tournaments in a future episode. Let's spend our 3,000 points and get 3 packs. And one of the best parts of the game, rip them and see what we get. We'll start from the back end this time. See if that makes a difference. All right, these are all regular packs, normally 1,000 perfect points. Maybe Jeffrey Springs might help our team. Yeah, decent relief pitcher. Might give him a shot. Pack number 2. Sean Casey at first base. I think we might be using him. Yep, Sean Casey looks pretty good. Uh-oh, who is it? It is Gold Jeremy Pina. Shortstop. Only an 80, but really good defense. Hitting a little less to be desired. Everyone else probably not going to cut it on the team. All right, one more pack. We did get a gold. I'm happy with that. I could always sell it for 1,000 perfect points. Let's see who we get in this last pack. All live players. Probably no one good enough to make our team. So let's go back and see where we're at. Okay, so as always, I like to kind of show you the transaction history a little bit from the previous episode. So if we back up a little bit, all these are the perfect points that we've earned. And that gets us the new packs where we can create a better team. I put in a few buy orders for some tournament players. And it doesn't look like any of those came through. Well, maybe they did. Paid for a buy order. Yeah, it looks like I might have these players. I'll have to check in a minute. And again, bought the 3 packs. We opened them up. And you saw what we were able to pull. So let's take a look at our lineup. We'll leave Mel Ott till the end here. Let's go to pitching. Pitching, Turk Farrell 3-2 with a 351. Aaron Harang not really pulling up his end of the bargain. Frank Larry disappointing after being pitcher of entry pool. Pitcher of the year in entry pool, and he's only 1-5 here. Frank, maybe you need a boost. Maybe you need some confidence. Let's move you to the number 2 position. Bullpen wise, I'm happy with that. Luis Cessa, maybe we're going to avoid some high leverage with you. Paul Sewell, we're still avoiding high leverage, and we're not going to put you on middle relief. We'll keep you just as a long reliever. Otherwise, we've got a team collaborating for our saves here. A lot of different pitchers in the saves. Lance Mccullers Jr., who we brought in at the end of last episode. 6-1. Amazing. Maybe he deserves a start. What is his stamina? Probably not good enough. He is an extreme ground baller. I kind of like those pitchers. Let us do that. Let's bring in Lance. He's deserved a spot in the starting rotation. Logan's going to go to middle relief. And we're going to move him up to the number 3 slot. Let's see who's ready to start next game. Looks like it's got to be Ned. Ned, you are the only rested pitcher. You get the next start. You better submit in case we forget. K's, couple pitchers. Harang's doing well in the K's, so he's still in the starting lineup. Turk Farrell, probably our best pitcher. War-wise, again, it's Turk Farrell. By far, he is the best pitcher on the Gladiators so far. All right, let's take a look at the hitters. How are our batters doing? Let's go to the stats and rank by WAR. Bill Mueller, DJ LeMahieu, Eddie Collins, all above a 1 WAR. They have been there. They have been 3 of the top Gladiators right from day 1 when I pulled them in packs. How can you not stay loyal to these guys? It's going to be tough replacing them as we move up the rankings and get better cards. Here we go, guys. The one, the only, the face of the Gladiators, Mr. Mel Ott. We need some Mel Ott jerseys. Rocky Mountain Gladiator, Mel Ott jerseys. Let's go. Let's make it happen. I'd definitely buy one of those. So Mel Ott, his batting stats in Silver League, he's got 13 home runs, 30 RBIs. Average again, kind of sucks. Mel, I want to see you in the office first thing in the morning. We have to have a little talk. There are tens and tens of people out there in YouTube land who are watching you, who have high expectations of you. I've built you up. And you give me a 203 batting average? Yes, your WAR is decent. I love your home runs. But can you get a few more hits? Let's talk in the morning, Mel. Let's see if you can turn it around. Casey Blake, 371 average, doing really well. Ty Cobb, who we picked up and put in recently as well, 264, a minus WAR, which is kind of surprising, but he does have a decent average. No home runs, only 1 triple, 14 doubles, stolen base. Yeah, he might be on the bubble here. And our diamond player, Brian Reynolds, on the bench, hitting 232. Minus WAR. Brian, that's why you're on the bench. No spoilers here, but you may not be on the team much longer with stats like that. Okay, so who do we need to replace? Do we need to fix our lineup? Take anyone out and look for someone as a replacement. Sean Murphy, you are as cold as an ice cream cone in Canada in January. Not very good. Bill Russell, come on, I was a fan of yours with the Dodgers. Loved you at shortstop. 203 in silver? Not good enough. So I think we're going to replace shortstop Russell, catcher Murphy. Just not performing good enough to stay in the lineup. So here we go. We're going to replace our catcher, Sean Murphy, even though he's an 85. Our shortstop, Bill Russell, fan favorite. Come on, where are you, Bill? Come on, don't hide on me. I know you're here somewhere. There you are. You can't hide from being demoted. So we need a catcher. We need a shortstop. Let's rank by position here. See if we have other shortstop. Yeah, we have a couple other people that could play shortstop. I mean, look at this, Bill. Owen Miller, who's only a 52, is outperforming you. Joe Evans, a 54, outperforming you. Yeah, you need to ride the pine a little bit there, Bill. So, who are we going to bring in at catcher? Do I have many options? Oh yeah, I got lots of options. One guy I was looking at was Christian Vasquez. Let's bring him in, give him a shot. And to replace Bill Russell, Brendan Rodgers. Welcome to the Gladiators. You got your shot. Let's rank by overall, just make sure we're not missing out on anyone. This was the guy we pulled in our packs today, so I think I'm going to send down that other shortstop. It's like OOTP, finishing a sim during recording. Let's send down Joe Evans. Hate to do that, Joe. You're doing well for the level that you're at. Let's bring in Pina. And how about pitching wise? Anyone that we should put in the lineup? I don't think so. Again, I haven't gone through all of these players here. Maybe I'm missing someone obvious. This Kirillov has done well for me in the bronze tournaments, but I think we're going to hold off. One more sim. I think we're going to keep with what we have. Blomberg for the power. Yeah, let's roll with that. We're not doing horribly. We're above 500. We don't want to disrupt the chemistry too much. So we've got our pitching staff ready to go. Our batters, we got to create that new lineup. Our high-level shortstop is going to come in for both positions, both lineups. And I'm just going to put it on pause and adjust the lineup, and then we'll be back, and I'll show you what I've done. All right, we are back. I've tweaked the lineup just a little bit. Again, no major changes. I like how the team is playing based on the cards that we have. Vasquez coming in against the lefties. Pina coming in both lineups, a little further down in the batting order. And we're good there. We are going to make a little tweak for the first time with our strategy. So when we look at our team and we look at our speed, not very good. It's something that I need to improve on in the future. So I don't want to steal too many bases. Don't want them trying for extra base hits. Contact, going to leave it the same. Sacrifice, bunt. We might have to play a little small ball. What's the sac bunt like? It's pretty good. So we got a lot of good bunters. So we'll boost that up just a little bit. I don't want to squeeze play. Don't want bunts for hits. So we'll kind of see if that works out a little bit. We don't have strong pitching. Don't mind walking their power hitters. Not a very good hold running team. Defensively, we're not bad, so I'm going to boost those up a little bit. And we don't have really strong starting pitching, so I don't want them to get overly tired. Same with the relievers. I like my matchups. Not really worried about the batting matchups because we don't have a strong bench. Pinch hit, not a fan of quite yet. And if we could use a pinch runner, I'm okay with that. So let's, tweak it a little bit. We'll submit that, make sure it goes through. Not using openers right now. And I think that's what we're going to roll with, guys. Rocky Mountain Gladiators. Looking at the leaders in our conference, the National Conference, you can see that we don't have any positional players or pitchers amongst the top leaderboard. Chances are these are all your 100 ranked players. Yes, 93. Mel Ott's probably pretty close for home runs. And in the team batting and team pitching, it's being dominated by Houston. The Houston Slump Busters are dominating. What do you want to bet? They have a lot of hundreds. Slump Busters, let's check you out. Well, they do have a lot of high-ranking players, but less than the team in our division. But look at those names. This is a top 4 team in the league by far. They've invested a lot of time and maybe even money into building that team. So again, we're not ranked anywhere on the leaderboards there. If we look at individual players in the batter department, in the WAR position, these are guys you might want to look for on the market. 2 Tatis Juniors, looks like he's a strong player. Live card. Arenado, live card. Well, actually, this is his older card. Jimmy Fox. Those are your top 4 WAR batters. Home run wise, we saw that with Darrell Evans, Roger Maris, Kent Herbeck, and with our average, Fox, Trainer, Collins, top average guys. All these are 90, 84, 93. It's what you expect out of high-ranked players. Mel Ott, not on the home run leaderboard. He's got 13, so he's close. And in terms of our pitching, or league pitching, Kurt Schilling, 97. Might be a guy you want to look for in tournaments if you play it. Kurt Schilling is leading the American Conference. Let's do combined. Let's see overall. Still Kurt Schilling. John Lackey, top 2 pitchers for WAR. Strikeouts, Kurt Schilling, Clayton Kershaw. And in the save department, got to give some love to the relievers. Dave Leeper, 2 Dave Leapers. I highly recommend you probably pick up one of these Dave Leapers or a Dave Leaper. So here we have high movement, doing well in the relief position. How about Henry? Bill Henry. Good stats, good numbers. And Mr. Joss, high movement. So maybe the high movement guys in the bullpen are what we want to look for. We'll keep an eye on that. All right, fans of baseball and fans of simulation, that will do it for today's episode. Again, if you haven't, please take some time and leave a like on YouTube. Every little bit helps the channel grow. Again, this is Simulation Gaming, Digital Realities. Feel free to check out some of my other episodes. We'll see you in the next one. Mel Ott, face of the franchise. But he's got a meeting tomorrow morning. We'll see how that goes. It's a great day for baseball. Enjoy the rest of your day.